In this video, we're going to talk about a lot of the common reasons why some babies just absolutely hate tummy time, but then also what parents can do in each of those situations to help their babies tolerate tummy time better and to make tummy time a nice, pleasant experience for both the babies as well as the parents. Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a pediatric physical therapist, and believe me when I tell you, if your baby hates tummy time, you are not alone. So many of the babies I work with do not like tummy time, and my own daughter did not like tummy time, and it's for a couple of the reasons that we'll talk about. And I will explain to you what I did in our situation to help our daughter tolerate tummy time better and progress all the way towards crawling and everything. One of the most common reasons why babies might not like tummy time is that tummy time is physically hard work. I mean, it's like us going to the gym. Now, as adults, we can tell ourselves, okay, this is hard. It might not be the most comfortable thing in the world, but this is good for us and it's important that we do this. Babies just don't have that capacity yet to understand this might be hard, but well, it's important, so I should try to do it. So if you think your little one's not liking tummy time because it is so physically challenging and he's fatiguing out, putting his head down and just getting upset, what we want to try to do is find ways to make the tummy time less physically challenging. Some babies aren't ready to do tummy time flat on the floor yet. That's really, really challenging. So especially newborns certainly are not ready for that yet. So what I like to do is have the babies on an incline where gravity's not coming straight down on them, and it makes it a lot easier for them to be able to lift their head up. And here are a couple of the examples that I love to do in order to make that easier for them.
Nice job lifting your head up.
I know it's hard work.
Oh, there she goes.
I know it's hard work.
There she goes.
Another really common reason why babies might not like tummy time is that it might be physically uncomfortable for them. And a really common reason for this is that if babies are put on their tummy shortly after they're done with a feed, it can cause them to come back up, to spit up, and cause a lot of burning in their throat. And that can be really uncomfortable for the babies. They start to get this association that when I'm put on my tummy, I'm gonna spit up and it might not feel comfortable, it might not be pleasant. So then they just want to avoid the tummy time position altogether. And this was one of the reasons why our daughter did not like tummy time. She did tend to spit up a lot during tummy time. It was uncomfortable. She was not happy when she spit up. So she wasn't happy when I put her down onto her tummy. So what I did was I waited at least 30, honestly sometimes a little bit longer than that, minutes after she was done with her bottle before we did tummy time, trying to let that settle as much as I could before putting her on her tummy to really decrease the chance of her spitting up. So this is really important that we want to wait, they say to at least 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes depending on the baby, we might have to go a little bit longer after their feed in order to put them down to help minimize the spitting up and the discomfort that they could get from it. Another common reason why some babies don't like tummy time is that if we keep putting them down at non-optimal times, we do not want babies to be hungry or tired when they're doing their tummy time. Because again, this is hard work. And then also, if we're hungry, babies get hangry, man. They're not going to be happy if they're being asked to do a lot of physical work when they're super hungry. So the optimal time to do tummy time is when the baby is nice and rested, has a lot of energy, and then has, enough food in the tummy to, not be actively hungry. We don't want it too full, as we were just talking about, but enough that they're not physically hungry. And this timing gets a lot easier once your babies get a little bit older and they wake up from their nap and they're not super, super hungry, and you have that nice little window because they're super well rested, they have energy. And if you might have a good 15-minute window before you feel like you have to feed them before they start getting upset, it's a great opportunity for tummy time. And then also, as they're staying awake a little bit longer during the day after their feeds, then you have more of that time. You can wait that half hour or so after the feed so their tummy's feeling good, they haven't been up for too long, it's not time for their nap yet, and they have lots of good energy. Another really common reason why babies might not like tummy time is that if it's a new position for them, if babies are used to being held or playing on their back in a little bouncer chair or in their swing, Tummy time's totally different. It's a totally new perspective. Now, rather than being able to just look around and explore their environment really easily, they have to actively lift their head up, which is difficult, to be able just to see anything at all. And this can make them really upset. And this is another one of the reasons why my daughter didn't like tummy time. It's not from me not knowing to put her on her tummy or not wanting to put her on her tummy. It was just due to her feeding and napping schedule. It was really hard, and it took a while to find those opportunities where she had energy, but that her tummy was digested and that she wouldn't spit up right away. And it took a while. So when those opportunities did start to show, she was like, whoa, what is this position? Like, I'm not a fan of this. So it took time for her to get used to tummy time. So what parents can do to help their babies get used to tummy time is opportunity. It's all about opportunity and consistency. If you can give your baby tummy time during each of their waking hours between their naps, that's really going to help them get physically used to the position. And when you're helping your baby get used to tummy time, it's really important we don't just put them there and leave them to their, their own devices to entertain themselves. We have to entertain the heck out of them. Again, this is physically hard work. It's a new position and it's physically hard work. If you're at the gym, there's a reason they have music on, they have the TVs on. It distracts you, away from that you're doing hard work. So when you're getting your baby used to the tummy time position, you have to be as entertaining as humanly possible, whether it's toys or if you're on the floor with them. Siblings are great for this too. Anything to help distract the kids away from the difficult work. And then as they get stronger, hopefully they'll start to tolerate the tummy time better and better. Another really common reason why babies may come to resent tummy time is if they feel stuck there. Babies can't roll over from their tummy to their back right away. And if they feel that once they're put on their tummy, they're just absolutely stuck there, no matter how tired they are or how upset they get, then they're going to start to become resentful and not want tummy time. So as parents, we need to be really aware of our baby's state and when it's going to be time to roll them back over onto their back. So the next question is, how do we know when to roll the kids back onto their back off of their tummy? And what I like to do as a therapist and what I do with my own daughter is, we're working on the tummy time, and then we're typically going to start to see the babies or hear the babies get a little bit fussy, a little bit of grunting, a little bit of frustration. But I don't take the kids off the tummy time yet. I ramp up the entertainment. I try to distract them more and more and more. But then as parents, your baby's cues the best. And what you want to do is roll your baby though back onto the back before your baby starts to escalate, before she gets really upset. So a little bit of fussing is all right. And then once I start to see that the baby's starting to get a little bit more, okay, we're gonna roll them over before it becomes a real negative experience for them. So in order to help your baby tolerate tummy time better, the first thing that you have to do is figure out the reason why he or she is not liking the tummy time, and then respond accordingly with some of the strategies that I talked about in this video.